Hi, we're here at the Hancock County SPCA. Chris Popper, joined by Diana de los Santos, Executive Director, and Linus.
Yes.
And even though there's snow on the ground, it's April 1st tomorrow. They're talking about a significant snow event this week.
Sigh.
I know, exactly. It's not an April Fool's joke.
No,
Boy,
it's
do
not.
I wish it was. It's also time now to start treating your cats and dogs for flea and ticks.
Yes.
Because if you don't start now, then you run the risk of getting infested. And once you get it in the house,
it's a lot harder to manage at that point.
Yeah.
It is a good time to start now. And I know a lot of people who do it year-round. Yes, it's nice when we have a really heavy winter, really strong, and it kind of knocks some of that out. But Lyme disease is prevalent up here now. We see it more and more. So I think it's really important, you know, whatever you're going to use, Frontline, Advanix, Vectra, any of those, whether it's collars or if they're going to do something like the ointments that go right here in between the shoulder blades, maybe a little higher. It's a good time now to start and just get the routine going again if you haven't done it during the winter. And yeah, fleas and ticks, especially with the ticks, it's a good idea to start now.
And I know, like with my two dogs, they hate it. I mean, and it doesn't hurt them.
No,
and
not at all.
It doesn't burn. It's just, I think when we try and say, look, it's a two-man job with our larger dogs.
Really?
With Henley, I mean, by the time that I'm sitting there distracting them by rubbing them and breaking off the cookies and and then Bob, I mean, it's like that thing that you never want to bring both children to the pediatrician at the same time, because if one gets a shot, then the other one knows that there's
what's
probably coming. And so we have to give Bob his medicine first.
Yeah.
Because otherwise he'll run off. He starts seeing that medicine is being given, and Bob vanishes.
Huh. Yeah, our dogs are pretty easy. I have 3 Boston Terriers, and they hear that little snap. We use Frontline on them.
Yeah.
And they are kind of like, what are you doing? What are you doing back there? And then, the rules are, okay, no petting, no touching the dogs today, because that little bit of oily stuff right there.
Right.
And again, you should talk to your vet on what is the best product for your pet. You do want to be careful. Some of the things you can buy just in the grocery store, be very, very careful with those. They can cause skin burning, or I've seen a lot of problems.
There are a lot of knockoffs.
Yes.
And listen, flea and tick medicine can be expensive if you're going 6 months or if you're going year round. But it's one of those things that's part of being a responsible pet owner.
Yes, it is. And again, if you don't take care of it now, it is a lot more costly later to have to fumigate your home, deal with Lyme disease with your dog, so I think it's well worth the money. And again, a vet can tell you which product would be best for your animal.
Because a lot of them, you need to have a simple blood test.
Yes. Yep.
Prior to getting the prescription for the medicine.
Yeah. So again, it's a personal preference. We use Frontline on our dogs and have had really good luck with it. I know you'll hear the same thing. Well, I used Frontline and we still had problems. I think it depends on your animals, where you live also, what's around you.
And how well you put the medicine on.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're pretty religious with it. I use the little stickers that come in the packet with it on the calendar.
Put it right on the calendar, yeah.
So I know when.
We try and do it like on the 1st of the month or the 15th or something like that.
And every animal that comes into the shelter is treated. But depending on our time of year also, we may not do it every month. These cats don't go outside. So it again, it depends on your household and your animal, but it is a good idea to start now. Get a jump on it, you know, before anything happens.
And again, you want to talk to your vet, find out what's the right medicine for your dog or cat. And again, it's just a little blood test to make sure that they don't have. And I will tell you that Bob, who we adopted from Georgia, had heartworm.
Yep.
And
you need to know that before you start a heartworm medication.
Yes. But he was treated down in Georgia, and the treatments are so tough on the dog.
Yes, it is.
And to take that medicine and be treated so that way you prevent your dog or cat from having a heartworm. You don't want to put your animal through that.
It's tough. It's a tough therapy that you have to keep them confined. It is tough. So I think those are measures, you know, flea and tick prevention, heartworm prevention. I know it's tough sometimes, and people think, wow, the cost of this, but the cost on the other end is much greater.
And you don't want to see your dog or cat suffer.
No, not to go through that. No, we want to do everything we can for them.
Exactly. All right. We've got lots of dogs, lots of cats here for you to adopt. You can go to
Linus.
Exactly. Go to the SPCA of Hancock County's Facebook page or their website, and your website is
SPCAHancockCounty.org.
All right, and you can be able to see all the animals that are here waiting for you to make them in your house and be forever home.
Yes, yes, a new forever home. Oh, and by the way, we are still open. We're here. Our sign is down right now because somebody ran into it. And it's being fixed. It'll be back up. But 141 Bar Harbor Road in Trenton.
And even though it's not visible from the street, they're still here. They're open Tuesday through Sunday.
11 to 5.
All right, so stop in, check out their website. Thank you for viewing this video, and check out all the videos we have on the WDEA YouTube channel.